Hi, my name is Alicia Morgan, and I'm here to talk to you about what mean girls have a tendency to forget. The number one thing that mean girls have a tendency to forget is that besides every great woman is a dynamic team of women who support her, to stand behind her, who are in positions of influence, who recommend her and help propel her to even greater heights. So mean girls have a tendency to forget that level of sisterhood, that level of relationship building between women is very dynamic and impactful. The next thing, which is kind of the piggyback off the last thing, is that you can't do 100% of everything. Let's say that again. You can't do 100% of everything. So collaborating and partnering with other great women in business and professional careers is an extraordinary asset to you. You can't do it alone. You can't do 100% of everything because guess what happens? You burn out. So why even put yourself in that predicament? The next thing that mean girls have a tendency to forget. Why are you mean? If you attended the Plaid for Women, Women's Equality Day lunch, you remember one of the panelists talking about that when you're frustrated, you're operating out a complaint. So what's that complaint? Like, if I'm feeling frustrated, is it the other woman, or do I feel a lack in my life that I'm trying to fulfill and I just don't know how? So let's think about that. I just honestly don't believe that a woman has to be a mean girl. I don't think that you go across your life and say to yourself, I just want to be mean everything. I think that the root of that is something deeper that a woman has to search within herself to figure out. Besides, when you're happier, you're more productive. When you're more productive, you achieve more things. Like, why spend time tearing another woman down when you can use that valuable time to propel yourself to further greatness? So I do believe that if you are embarking on mean girl territory, to think about these things.
Thank you again for having me today about being on this topic of understanding mean girls. The one thing I want to say is the big myth about, I guess, a possible reason why you have to be a mean girl is you can be assertive but not mean in your career. I mean, there's this misconception that, nice girls don't become CEOs and successful in business, that you have to use fear and intimidation to have this powerful and lasting impression. I do encourage you to take charge of your career and everything you want to do, but don't think that you have to be overly aggressive and mean and cut people off or undermine people to be successful. I think if you get to the point where it is you have to be the most prepared person. Always be prepared, always take ownership of who you are, address strengths and weaknesses, and just work through the idea of empowerment instead of saying you can't be nice to win. You're not going to win anything being nice.
Yes, could not agree more that it isn't about clawing our way to the top. Let's not be crabs in a basket. So